from the people that brought you Whip and Kakaka comes a new tale in Onomatopoeia storytelling.
Welcome to USA Bank, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm well. I need to open a checking account.
Great! Well, Craig will be happy to help you with that, Mr.
It's Kakaka.
If you loved Kakaka, then you'll never believe what happens in Kakaka 2. What's in a name? Okay, now to set up checking, I just need to know your name.
It's Kakaka.
Right, so Kakaka.
It's Kakaka.
What's your first name?
It's Kakaka.
And your last?
It's Kakaka.
So, Kakaka. Sir, I'm going to have to ask for manager's assistance. One moment.
That's Kakaka.
You've seen Kakaka try to take over the world and murder innocent children. But after his redemption, he just wants to live a normal life.
I can't see you anymore. My friends think you're a freak. It's over, car.
It's Kakaka.
The world he wanted to destroy is now the world that's destroying him. Will Kakaka ever find true love? I've had enough of you, Gazette. You've been a problem since I hired you. Your services with Jones Grocers is no longer needed. You're fired.
It's
Kakaka?
Kakaka 2. What's in a name?
From Sinker Studios.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. I'm your host, Justin. I've got two very special people here, starting with
Jackie
and
Sam.
And this is Stinker Madness, as I mentioned previously. Did you know what Stinker Madness? Well, it is. This is a podcast for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. This week we've got a hot pick called Sssss. I can't even face the microphone when I say the title of this film.
Your tire's flat? You're peeing? You laughing like my dad?
This is my pick. It's a wild card. I've got it on DVD in a combo pack with 967 Evil 2 from Jim Wynorski and Waxworks. So I don't really know what to make of this film, but I've heard good things for some time now, so I don't think it's streaming anywhere. It might be on YouTube, but it's supposed to be pretty epic.
It should be alright. I mean, it's silly. It's just a silly idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got Dirk Benedict in it, so, yeah.
So streaming do's and don'ts this week aren't really streaming do's and don'ts per se. They're all do's because they all revolve around one thing. And continuing where we left off from On Her Majesty's Secret Service like 2 weeks ago or something like that, starring the guy, what's that guy's name?
Roger Moore.
George Lazenby.
George Lazenby, yes.
Which we discussed and said that is not that bad of a film, but I still gave it a do not. I think I've changed my mind. Moving forward, we just say, watch all of the James Bonds, which most people have.
Most people have. And just know that you're going to have a hard time with those Sean Connery ones that everyone likes to tell you are better.
Right. Some of them are quite boring. But Jackie has now completed her tour. She has seen, before this, she had never seen any of the old James Bond movies, only the Daniel Craig shit.
Huh.
So she came in fresh. Now she has seen a James Bond movie starring every single James Bond.
Before they were done with competent filmmaking.
Yes, indeed.
Well, actually, I don't know. I think in 20 years we might look at the Daniel Craig ones about the same we're looking at these ones.
I heard some real bad things about Spectre. We have not seen Spectre, which we should declare. We were too busy with the Star Wars.
This is where they're really starting to remake the original ones now.
Yeah, pretty much. But
the end of the last one was the beginning of Dr. No?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But, so we're going to start out, not really do's or don'ts, but let's talk about each film, starting with Moonraker on Hulu, starring Roger Moore.
And Richard Kiel.
And Richard Kiel, of fucking course, Richard Kiel. Jackie, you're going to take charge on this. how do you feel about Moonraker?
I liked it a lot. No, I thought Roger Moore was probably my favorite James Bond out of the old ones. It was just funny. It got stupid funny. Like the little weird one-liner jokes and I don't know, the dancing naked ladies at the front. I'm glad they kept those in there.
Yeah. Well, the Dancing Naked Ladies are... There's Andy Sedaris title sequences, which are fucking sweet. And then there's James Bond movie title sequences, which are like big Hollywood versions of Andy Sedaris's title sequences, where they're just... You go to see the title sequences sometimes. Like, it doesn't matter who's holding the gun. You just want to see, hear the song. And that's good movie making.
Yeah.
That's important shit right there. So I'm with you on the title sequences. Keep those naked ladies coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the title sequences in the Bond movies a lot. I think Octopussy is really... Actually, no, The Spy Who Loved Me. It all comes back to The Spy Who Loved Me. I think The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker really have got it going on with the title sequences. Which was the one that Cornell did?
Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
Oh, I think that was one of the modern ones, wasn't it?
It was one of the modern ones, yes.
Maybe Casino Royale? Because
No.
the second one... Well, Skyfall's Adelaide.
Yeah.
I don't know who does the new one because I haven't seen it because I'm an idiot.
Well, it was either the last... It must have been Casino Royale.
Yeah, I think it might have been Casino Royale.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I think Skyfall has been my favorite one that I've watched.
We're not talking about those. Let's stick with Moonraker.
Well, one, I enjoyed the really, really tall villain with
Richard
the
Kyle.
Yeah, with the teeth.
Yeah,
Jaws.
from such films as EGA and Cannonball Run 1 and 2.
Cannonball Run 2.
Run 2, which is the lesser known third one.
Where
doesn't
they
make any
only
sense.
talk about him.
Yeah. That's all Burt Reynolds shows up for is one take. Okay, Richard Kyle. Who else is in it?
Well, he got a girlfriend.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And she's
In
little.
Moonraker.
It's the tall man, short man joke with romance.
Yeah.
Which also, their romance together is part of the basis of the opening commercial to this episode, where the Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet suite comes in.
Yeah.
Cheesy, awesome goodness.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Moonraker.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Visual effects are pretty strong for... Considering some of the other shit that, like, go back and watch some shit from that year and be like, yeah, those are pretty strong.
Space lasers.
I didn't say they were good decisions.
The film ends with men and women holding guns going pew, 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 pew,
Yeah,
pew, pew.
Was it a good storytelling decision? No. Did it look about as good as Star Wars?
It looks pretty well, kind of, not really.
Now, I was going to
Okay.
say the visual effects work pretty well. The practical effects, not so much. That space station is wobbly and it's made of plastic.
Yeah, no, and then it, like, when it's over, it explodes in a huge, fiery, like, big enough to blow up the moon.
MacGyver's...
Way too big of an explosion.
Yeah, the MacGyver graphic shoots through
What is that thing made out of? Because hydrogen? Like, is it the fucking, oh god, the humanity? The Hindenburg? Is that
Something
what
like
they're
that.
putting in space
Yeah.
with when they have all of the money and their plan is stupid? Like, the guy,
do we have
the
escape?
villain, is Dr. Evil. He can make so much more money by not doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's spending all the money to get himself exploded on a space station that's apparently the fucking Hindenburg.
Made of dynamite.
Yeah, what an idiot.
And enough oxygen to actually cause fire in space.
Yeah, and then make an explosion
It's-
sound.
yeah.
So it creates its own atmosphere and then
It's like-
explodes.
So is this where we're going to live forever with our master race? No, this is just the transport bomb. I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, we're going to go up to the moon, but first we're going to ride in this bomb. We're riding in a bomb? Yes. It's a bomb.
And Richard Kyle's on here because he seems like a force of nature. Bombs don't kill people.
but
Richard Kyle kills
kills
people.
Do we just... Is this is a bomb that we're inside of right now?
It is.
Okay, well...
Can't you tell by my evil beard?
Yeah, so this guy looked creepily like the guy from Game of Thrones, the little midget guy.
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage. He's
Yeah.
he's a fully
He's a tall
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
There's no
they
He's
have-
fully tall.
fully tall.
Man.
with black hair, but they have, I swear to God, they have the same beard haircut.
Yep, same eyes.
Same beard haircut.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
the resemblance was uncanny. It was like, holy shit, that's
I wonder if that's his dad.
I don't think it is.
a not short Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, it was like, kind of made it hard to I don't know, take him seriously as a villain after that. After I put that together, I was like, no.
He was there was a lot of things that made him hard to take seriously as a villain. The outfit was one. His expressionless tone towards everything was another.
Yeah.
Everything about him was not evil.
And then his idea of the master race, all of the women are hot, and then all of the guys are like janitor-looking guys. Like, really? Master race, huh? Janitors?
I think he didn't tell any of the labor force that he was going to be the only breeding male.
They're just
that's what you're
holding
up there
lasers
doing.
up there, yeah.
All right, they're like in the elevator. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. And he's like, "You haven't heard, have you, Pete? What do you mean? Yeah, we get to stay in the bomb.
We are here in case James Bond shows up.
Yeah,
we have lasers strapped to our chests. Did you think that you were gonna like bang some ladies with a laser strapped to your chest? No,
the future's going to be built out of kissing cousins.
Ew,
grody. All right, so next up, Timothy Dalton, also on Hulu Plus, in The Living Daylights.
In Jungle Vacation.
Yeah, kinda.
There's like a long dry spell in the middle in the jungle, isn't it? The jungle that's...
No, not really. It's the desert-ish. Like,
I don't remember what happens in this one.
You know, I just watched it about 2 hours ago, and I don't remember what happens at all. Like, Miriam Diabo, who, as we mentioned earlier, or actually maybe you and I just had it in a private conversation, Miriam Diabo is Olivia Diabo's
mother.
No.
Aunt.
Nope.
What is she?
First cousin once removed.
Okay, that's weird.
Her Miriam Diabo's cousin is apparently some famous singer named Mike Diabo.
Yeah.
And Mike Diabo has a daughter named Olivia Diabo.
Okay.
From such terrible films as...
Wayne's World 2.
Wayne's World 2, yeah.
Conan the Destroyer.
Oh, yeah, Conan the Destroyer. A couple episodes of Star Trek.
Couple episodes
Generations.
of Star Trek.
Or Next Generation.
They had episodes of Star Trek Generations.
They made sequels that you didn't see.
Yeah.
Me neither. It's because they had Olivia Diabo in them. Oh, the Librarians.
She's in The Librarian?
No, she's in
she's
movie
not in
with
The Librarians.
Dudikoff. I don't know.
She's in some shitty movies, but Conan the Destroyer is the chief of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was terribly boring and very forgettable, and he was not a very good James Bond.
Yeah, that's what sucks, is because they wanted him so fucking bad.
They wanted him halfway through, they wanted to fire Connery for him when he was like 21.
And then 20 years later, he gets the show, there's 2 of them, that's it, like, cut this guy.
I didn't think it was so much him, like, I saw License to Kill not that long ago. The filmmaking is horrendous. It's not so much him that's the problem. He's not great, but everything else is a tremendous disaster.
Man, I don't know if I like Timothy Dalton. I don't know if I like
What has he been in that's good? That shit with Fran Drescher? That was no good.
Flash Gordon?
That was like one of his best performances was that weird shit with Fran Drescher.
That's not good. That's not good.
He did a good job, though.
Flash Gordon's like that. Stinker Madness movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I like Timothy Dalton. I think he's my least favorite James Bond. And I just don't think, I think it has nothing to do with the film. I think I don't like him.
Okay.
Okay, well, I just thought he made a terrible James Bond, and I just thought that particular movie just kind of blew.
It did blow. There's the cello sequence where they're sliding down the hill using her cello case, Miriam Diabo's cello case, as a sled, which was kind of stupid and fun. And then there's the plane taking off, the end of Fast and the Furious 6, essentially. Like, get in the plane! Well, how am I going to get in the plane? Well, drive the fucking truck into the plane, and then the fight at the back of the plane with the shitty Dolph Lundgren guy, while in the air. It was mildly okay.
It was
but
forgettable.
that's the top of the film, is this fight sequence that is mildly okay.
Yeah, I think that you guys should have done License to Kill. That movie is silly.
Yeah, I just did it a couple years ago, so I chose Living Daylights, and that's my fault. But, last but not least, Pierce Brosnan. Tomorrow Never Dies on Amazon Prime. It's just
so unfair to not give him GoldenEye.
Yeah, I wanted her to see the stupid shit. I didn't want her to see the good shit.
Yeah, GoldenEye would give you a false idea of what, because the larger body of the Pierce Brosnan James Bonds is Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Much.
And The World Is Not Enough, and the one after that Madonna did the theme song for.
There's
Die
one good
Another
one
Day.
and 3 bad ones.
Yeah. One, like, wow, this is almost a good movie. And then 3, wow, these are really fucking stupid.
When I was a kid, like a young kid, I liked the show Remington Steele quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I was like, you need to write them a letter saying that he should be James Bond. When Timothy Dalton was James Bond, my mom wouldn't ever write the letters. She did write the letter one time because I bitched and bitched and bitched when they canceled Sledgehammer that she showed me the letter, showed me putting it in the envelope, putting the stamp on it, and putting it in the mail. They didn't put Sledgehammer back on TV.
No, nor Remington Steele.
But you know, Remington Steele,
wish.
or the guy from Remington Steele, because there is no Remington Steele in the show, he becomes James Bond, and I was instantly like, I don't know.
Jackie, give us your thoughts on Pierce Brosnan in Tomorrow Never Dies.
He's just the classic handsome dude.
He is handsome.
And
Hairy-chested.
I just don't think that they used the classiness of him enough. Like, they didn't really put him into, like, tuxedos enough and all of that stuff, you know, to make him more sophisticated James Bond.
You might like GoldenEye a lot.
And, you know, like this one, I don't know, just, he had some good one-liners. I didn't mind him as
his
James
one-liners
Bond.
were turds.
Oh, they were
They're
total
awful.
turds. But by this point in time, I've watched enough of them to know, like, there's going to be one coming right here. And then I would try to guess it in my head.
He tosses a guy into a printing press, and then blood smatters all over the newspaper, and he says, I guess they'll print anything nowadays.
You know, that's the weird one-liners that I like from the James Bond movies. I like those. I think they're fun. I think they keep it fun. So I'm going to say I like this one. I think it had a lot of action sequences in it, though.
It is busy.
And sometimes the action sequences were so long that you would kind of lose steam with them, especially like when they were doing the motorcycle chase.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just such a long, drawn out thing that you almost started to just be like, okay, dude, just ditch the bike and let's move on to the next action scene because this is taking too long.
This is the last James Bond I watched at the theater, and I still haven't been back. Like, Daniel Craig is sort of got me on board that I might go see Spectre, but I believe I've watched all of the other ones at home.
Yeah, me too. I think you and I saw this movie together at the theater, but Jackie brings up an interesting point. Are we fucking spoiled? Like, has movie filmmaking, Hollywood blockbuster shit taken such a churn from what we used to consider exciting that now we're like, because I remember going to this movie and being like, wow, that's everybody was talking about the motorcycle sequence. Like, they're handcuffed together. That's so fucking cool. And then the whole time I'm watching it tonight, I'm like, well, it's not Winter Soldier. It's not Jurassic World. It's not Fast and Furious bullshit. Like, I'm just not excited about it.
So I didn't like the action sequences in this one. This is why I gave up on these movies. I thought that despite the element of high intensity, they just weren't shot in a way that makes them very exciting.
Yeah.
It's extraordinarily underwhelming filmmaking, and I don't think it's spoiled because you watched Driver, didn't you?
Yeah,
that shit was exciting.
Yeah, that's true. That was exciting.
That was the 70s, low budget, Walter Hill shit, and it's exciting today.
Yeah.
There's just a way to do it and a way not to do it, and that's a way not to do it.
Yeah, and it just seems like there was a stretch for 15 years where that's how you did it. Like, even with the Star Wars prequels, there's a couple sequences that are exciting, but then there's a lot of just like flying around shit. And this is non-CGI. There's not a single frame of CGI in their action sequences, so we can't blame it on that. But it's shot the exact same way, where it's like a lot of long shots. Because you don't want to get the stuntman's face in it. I understand. But shoot it in a way that you can still do close-up, fast-paced, steady cam shots, or what the sled
Born
shot.
Identity stuff.
Yeah, sled shot. Yeah, Born Identity stuff.
Because that's what you're getting here, and I think that's one of the problems when I was watching it, just not so many minutes ago. They have wide shots of the stuntmen and then up-close shots of the dolly work. And you can just tell, okay, now they're on a dolly, now it's stuntmen. Now they're on a dolly, now it's stuntmen. Here's a B shot of an exhaust pipe. Excitement. There's nothing in between to give us any illusion that there isn't people with fans blowing on them and people in danger.
Yeah. No, the people sitting on a motorcycle in a studio with a green screen behind them and fans blowing at them is just, we you know what? The 50s are fucking over.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. If you're gonna fucking do it, fucking do it. Or don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Make a nice soft tale about cupcakes and dog tails, you know? Get off the toilet or shit. What's that saying?
Shit or get off the pod.
That's it.
Shit in your pants and get out of my house. That's what they say
So,
to me.
so
Quit
let's,
using all the toilet paper.
Oh.
so Sam, who's your favorite James Bond then?
Roger Moore. It's always been. Just absolutely.
Yeah.
He's never not been, like, I tried to like Lazenby because he knows karate, and I'm like, Lazenby, and I like him. But in terms of James Bond, there's Roger Moore, and then there's a mile in between everyone else. For me.
I would rather watch all of the Roger Moore movies than the passable, as good films, Daniel Craig's movies. I really, really liked Skyfall. I am assuming that I'm going to like Spectre.
Yeah.
I would rather, toss him in the trash.
Yeah, it says,
I would rather watch Roger Moore every fucking time doing stupid, cheesy, yesterday I was golfing and now I'm shooting a man. Shit. That
Yeah.
it's just, I've got a neckerchief on. Don't I look ridiculous? But at the same time, you're like,
And then
fuck,
he just shot
I'd sleep
somebody.
with this guy. This guy is charming as shit.
And then he chops people.
Yeah, he chops
Judo
people.
chops all the time.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Roger Moore all the way. Okay. Speaking of awesome guys, and leads me into the greatest superpower debate.
Oh.
Okay.
It's my movie this week, and I've got an oddball. I don't even know how to describe this one. So think of Aquaman.
Sure.
You do not live in the sea.
Okay.
You have no ability to control the waves or
All right.
tides or water flow or anything like that.
Anything like that.
You can't breathe underwater.
Sure.
You're a man, just a normal city-going guy.
Or a lady.
Or a lady, if you've got a vagina.
Okay.
But yet you can still communicate and guide fishies. That's your power. Communication and guidance. You're Ant-Man without the ants or the shrinking or getting bigger.
So you're locked into a $20,000 a year part-time job at SeaWorld.
Yep, that's where I was thinking too. That's exactly where
That's
I went
good.
to.
That's good.
It's the thankful job. You love the animals.
You do. You get to hang out
the kids like
Well,
you.
you don't necessarily love them. You can just talk to them. They could still be dicks. I mean, we don't know if fish are dicks or not.
Yeah,
What if they're dicks?
If you had the patience for school, you could be like the greatest marine biologist of all time.
And also, you got a point, but I should disclaim it's not mammals. It's fish.
Fish
Just
only.
fish. Fish
They're not
only.
that smart.
I
Because if it
don't
was the
think they
marine
are.
mammals, you'd be like able to find out the story of the Earth from the whales.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh,
Just
So,
fish.
Just fish.
so like salmon and shit.
Salmon and
sharks,
shit. Sharks.
whale sharks. They probably don't have much to say.
Minnows. Marlins. Tuna.
Koi.
So
Mackerel.
yeah, I think that sucks. 'Cause you can't
Sardines.
even be like, "Hey, jump!" And they're like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna eat this."
Well, you can. You can guide them. You can, because if Ant-Man can control ants,
Okay.
you can be like, yeah. I mean, it's not like, hey guys, fly into my mouth or anything.
Well, you know what? You could get rich as fuck
okay.
because you would have the best shark. Shark Week would be you. You would be King Shark Week. You'd be rich as fuck.
So you're Steve Irwin minus.
But if you can
Danger.
control the sharks, you can make people think you're in danger. I mean, you're faking it the whole time.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not going to learn anything about them because their thought process, and I'm making a generalized value statement about sharks.
For God's sakes, man,
Yeah.
they might be listening.
They might
you
be
might
listening. Or
piss
someone-
off the sharks.
There's someone with an accent like, the shark is much smarter than you give it credit for. Like, okay, they're like, I'm going to eat, I'm going to fuck. That's about like what they do. But if you have control of them, you're going to be able to make some fucking top-notch shit as far as water movies. And I'd watch that shit all day long.
Oh, the shark movie
Shark-
franchise, it would be the new Fast movies. Just shark movie of the year.
Yeah.
Shark Awesome 7.
Even if you couldn't like get it to where it was a Hollywood thing, just the yearly Shark Week 2 hours that you got, you'd make so much fucking money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could also
Yeah.
have like comedies where you could have them put on wigs and like a
Yeah.
set of pearls, people clothes.
You could do that.
and
You
have
could
them
do that.
swim
Well, I
around.
think at that point you're gonna get found out. There's a point that like this is such a weird thing
Yeah,
that
but
you can
what-
make so much money on that you wouldn't want to get found out.
Who-
You'd want people to
What are they
think.
going to do when they find out? Like, that guy's got superpowers. He can talk to fish. What are they going to do? The
Well,
government doesn't care.
rich people could probably hire you to come over to their house and train their fishes to do a good morning dance.
Oh, goddamn.
Like, here's the president. He gets up and he goes to the boardroom, and they're like, "Sir, we've got situations all over the place. There's nukes that are live in Cuba, even though they're now our friends, and delightful country if you've never been there, Mr. President. But they've got nukes, and there's revolts in Chicago, and Oprah is calling you gay, and also there's a man who can talk to sharks.
He doesn't care.
Why did you even fucking tell me that?
Tell me about the man. It's not that you would, like, if you're found out, basically what happens is your earning potential hits the toilet. I think
Because
that
you're
gonna
a hack?
Yeah, you're a hack.
But you're the opposite of a hack. You're the only one with any fucking talent.
Yeah, but at the same time, you go all of a sudden from being, if you lie to people, the majesty is there. If you don't, you're like a circus performer. You're like the magician.
So the people have to think.
It's Michael Valentine Smith at the circus, basically.
Yeah.
If they think.
Nice reference that 4 people will get.
Yep.
I grok your statement.
I grok it. No, but yeah, that you're a carnival performer if you let the secret out. If you don't, you're the greatest sensation in marine filmmaking ever. Okay. And you're rich as fuck.
Okay.
Jackson, any further thoughts on Fishman?
Fishman, I'm going to go ahead and rate this. It's out of 5, right?
No, it's out of 10.
Oh, it's out
always
of 10.
been out of 10.
Well, I have short-term memory loss. There's nobody there giving me fish cues.
Short-term.
You know, I know a cure for short-term memory loss. Eat more salmon. Just tell the salmon, fly into my mouth. And then they just go, and you go chomp. And
Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give it a 5.
Nice!
Because I think that Sam's right. I think that you can have a really good job somewhere and have a lot of security with it because you can control sharks.
Yeah,
if somebody pisses you off, you put a shark in their swimming pool and
barracudas,
yeah,
piranhas.
I'm giving it a 7.5.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's
because this is the first superpower that it has. No, I'm giving it an 8. Here's why it's an 8. Because it has the ability to keep anonymity. You can lead a normal life. You can keep the secret. And it has the ability to be an outrageously profitable superpower. Is it going to benefit mankind? No. But that was never the question. It was how it would benefit us individually. This would benefit me greatly individually. I would be rich. You
would like to go to there. You would like to be Fishman.
I would like to be Fishman. I love the water. I think a shark would eat me now if I could tell it not to. I'm on the Discovery Channel.
Or you could be like the biggest stunt shark guy in Hollywood.
Stunt shark guy.
You could literally jump sharks.
Over other sharks.
Other sharks.
Yeah, but you can find out. I feel
I wouldn't want to shark show.
They'd be like, there's something with this guy that's
Fonz
jumping the shark over the other shark. Yeah.
Compared to me.
No.
Man, that's high praise. That's a 6.5. That is the highest rated superpower we've ever done.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Sammy, what have you got on?
The 7S's, the movie, was made in 1973.
Is that the Australian title?
No, it's got 7S's.
No,
I mean, I'm
teasing you.
I believe it's supposed to be pronounced S, but that's stupid.
Hey, Slim Pickens made a living off of that.
Yeah. The poster has a woman's mouth with a tiny cobra in it, which is also stupid. I think the only thing stupider than a movie about killer snakes is a movie about killer snake mans. And this movie is about killer snake mans.
So there's multiple snake mans.
I might just be the one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Does it have a snake penis? Is that where we're going?
It's a man snake.
Okay.
Snake
mans.
Yeah.
They had those in He-Man?
Yes, they did.
They did have those in He-Man, yeah.
Well, they had one.
He had 2 heads, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
No, there's more than one.
There's more than one?
There's more than one Snake Man?
There is a red one, a green one, and then there's the one that has the hands. Like, he looks like a human being, and then he pops off his human skin, and he's got armed snakes.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
So are they like minions? Like, are they like the foot soldiers for Shredder? Like that's
for
their
Shredder, huh?
Their go-to guy or not? Yeah, Shredder.
Well, yeah,
No,
he's generally
Skeletor.
he's crossing. No, he's crossing a. He's making an analogy towards another cartoon.
Or just the guys that wear white masks.
They're more like
for
the
G.I. Joe Cobra guy.
The construction dinosaurs from Transformers. They're not as
Construction
plentiful.
dinosaurs.
Maybe their construction was one and the dinosaurs were the other.
That's
okay.
correct.
Well, either way, they're a small group of specialized snake men versus something as varied as, say, the foot soldiers.
All right.
This delectable little dish was directed by television legend Bernard Kowalski. Kowalski started working on set when he was 5 as an extra. His first behind the camera job was
the job. I've had a couple behind the jobs a few times in my time.
Yeah,
paid about $6 for them from a lady named Starla or something like that.
Yeah, behind the job.
It's like a movie title. It's like, I'm going to give you a behind the dog.
Job.
The job.
The dog.
The dog. Wow, you just got
behind the
way
dog.
weird
You
in
get
here.
behind the job.
Yep. Well, he started behind the camera at 17 as a clerk, and his first episode of television that he directed was when he was 26 years old. At 29, he had his first feature film, Hot Car Girl, produced by one Gene Corman, brother of Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Car Girl.
Hot Car Girl.
That's got to be a dirty movie.
Yep. I bet it's a movie with cars not going fast and women not taking their clothes off.
They're going fast. They're
66.
Just going,
it's just
66. Yeah, that's not nudity land.
No, that was not 50. That was 58. 53 was Hot Car Girl, I think. Something like that.
You might have gotten a triangle bra.
Yeah. So
Turbo
in
tits.
66, he would be on a project which he would ultimately become the co-owner of with creator Bruce Geller. That project was Mission Impossible.
Nice.
Yeah. He directed 3 episodes of Mission Impossible, most important being the pilot. Beyond his 60-plus television directorial credits, he also helmed 8 theatrical releases and was the executive producer of the show Beretta. His theatrical releases seem to all be budget movies, with possibly the exception of the Western that he did, because you can make a low-budget Western, and it wasn't really a budget picture in the 70s. Like, you could...
Sure.
Because people just liked Westerns still.
Right.
And up until Silverado, when they really blew the top off that thing and killed the genre. Thank you, Lawrence Kasdan, again. This is one of the worst movies that Strother Martin was involved in. I bet after seeing this, he probably had a talk with his agent that went something like this. What we've got here is failure to communicate.
My contracts.
No, Cool Hand Luke? Come on, man.
No, I get it.
Okay, yeah. Strother Martin's the guy from Cool Hand Luke that says that. One of the most famous lines in any movie ever.
Yep.
Name.
Whatever.
You're no James Bond, Sam.
Well, I'm apparently no Strother Martin either. If you think that it takes more than good looks and great hair to make it in Hollywood, you're wrong. I have evidence that his name is Dirk Benedict. I am not criticizing Dirk Benedict. If you criticize Dirk Benedict, I'll punch you in your face.
Oh, damn. That goes for
your
everybody.
Face that doesn't look near as good as his.
That's right. The entire internet can get punched in the face all at one time.
I took a page from his book when I'm at the bar and I'm trying to pick up drunk ladies. I tell them that my name is Starbuck Face Man. It doesn't work.
I bet not.
No. Richard B. Schill kicked around for a lot of years. A role of note was the eponymous Holmes from the one of the many failed robot cop shows, Holmes and Yo-Yo.
Ugh.
Yep. Jack Gang, also a rounder. He was also in the A-Team as General Fulbright. So you got two A-Team guys in there. Heather Menzies, we'll remember as her lead female in Piranha. She is also in this, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Finally, guess who's back?
Jack is
Cameron
back.
Mitchell.
Reb Brown.
Oh, Reb Brown. Oh, my God.
This is his film debut, and it only took him 2 weeks to get back on the show.
Holy shit. Reb Brown.
Reb Brown. They only used one fake snake in this movie. The actors had to interact with real snakes, and the snakes were all captured wild snakes.
Oh, fuck you.
They had not been defanged or devenomed in any way. Somehow no one died.
Oh, fuck.
That's
that
ridiculous.
shit.
It is ridiculous.
Fuck
they
that
just
shit.
sent some people out to capture snakes in Thailand because it was cheaper that way.
Snakes.
So it's also like probably breaking... I guess this was 73, so they didn't really have endangered species and all that shit yet, so...
Why did it have to be snakes?
Yeah. This is the first Zanuck Brown production. They would go on in a few years to make the movie Jaws.
Nice.
Keep an eye out for that one fake snake.
Hopefully we can spot it.
Yeah.
There's a chance that it might look shittier than the one in Hard Ticket to Hawaii, so
Yeah.
could
Stunt
be quite clear.
snake.
Yeah, bring in the stunt snake. I can't. I'm
Rumor has
covered
it
in
they
real
didn't want to
snakes.
use it, and you'll probably be able to spot it, and you'll be like, oh, they really wanted to use one of the real Vipers for that sequence because that guy would get dead. But yeah, keep an eye out for that fake snake.
Well, I've heard good things. As we said, either way, the movie may be on YouTube or not. I didn't check. I've got it on DVD, so you can do the same. Come back to us on Monday, and in the meantime, get to the chopper. Thank you for listening to Stinker Madness. If this is your first time, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll come back to listen more. But now, we'd like to ask all of our listeners for a small favor. We aren't ranking as high as we'd like, and we need your help. Would you please take just a couple of minutes to rate and review us on your preferred listening platform, be it iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever else you can. It takes many hours each week to bring you this show, and just a couple seconds of your time is a huge help for us. And for those of you that have already done this, we say thank you.